How are we doing? We are live. It is a glorious Wednesday. I hope everybody is very excited for this. My name is Alan Roberts. For those of you that are new here, I am a best-selling weight loss author. I myself have lost 100 pounds and kept it off. I am 2 years, 4 months, and let me do the math. 21 days since my last binge due to the method my wife and I have worked out called the hunger management method, but also our supplements, No Morbidity and Alchemy. Alchemy is not yet released. I have been on it for quite a while, though. It is a blood sugar regulation supplement, but also No Morbidity is a non-stimulant, non-thermogenic-based appetite suppressant. You can get it at the AmbrosiaCollective.com. You can get it at TigerFitness.com. You can also get it at the Vitamin Shop. Boom, right here. And then also, for those of you that might need a little bit of help even on it, or if you don't want to take No Morbidity, but you want to build some healthier habits, my wife and I do coaching. We talk to people in our app on a daily basis, weekly video conferences, and we help adjust a person's lifestyle. So I have a month package, which is $165 a month. The 3-month package is now at $100 a month for 3 months, one lump sum, because we ran out of slots for the sale. And then we still have a few slots for the 6-month one, which is about less than $70 per month, but you pay 6 months up front. So if you want to check those out, please do. And you can also join my wife for the Couch to 5K program. She has a Couch to 5K program that many people are using. It's doing very, very, very well. And let's see here. And you also get to use the app too. So you get the Hunger Management Support Group, Uncensored Group, the Mindful Habits Group. You get to use all of the tracking, all of the tracking for your nutrition, tracking for activity. But you get to join me for live classes. I just had a few people join me for a live suspension training system program out there. I am very, very, very happy. And with my wife is an amazing coach. I mean, I'm a good coach and everything like that, but my wife is an absolutely amazing coach. She's just, I would not be nearly as healthy as I am now, yet alone like possibly even alive if it wasn't for her. She's amazing. So, hello, Salad Hater. You eat beef and bacon. Anna Carr, how are you doing? Betsy, how are you doing? Slash Weekend, what's going on? Lisa, how are you? Jess, what's going on? Daily Khalid, this is the young lady that we are going to be speaking about today. I did send her a heads up that I was going to be kind of critiquing her weight loss journey. She is trying to lose 100 pounds or so. And I found her on TikTok this morning, and I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, here's what people I think don't understand about me. If you're fat as fuck and you're not trying to lose weight, I got nothing for you. Why not? You're burdening society. But if you are morbidly obese and you are trying to make every effort to try to lose weight, I will be your biggest supporter. I give free advice all the time. And I thought it would just be interesting. I think this young lady, just from what I saw, and she says, I'm ready to be critiqued. Outstanding. Outstanding. From what I saw, she's got the best of intentions, but I did see where she's possibly making it a little harder for herself. And I was hoping I could give her some advice and then some applicable advice to everybody out there too. So I hope this helps a lot of people. Tiger Jones, how are you? Jana, what's going on? Raquel, what's up? Betsy, Mrs. Future Nurse 19, good for you. Lady Hawk, Stephanie, Sarah does the stuff Sarah does. You're actually here early. What's going on? Least interesting woman in the world. Cookies, Jet Batman, Velvet Slade, Hannah, how are you? Cactus Patch, Annie, excuse me. Elizabeth, Kimberly, ID Batty Wings, Jillian, how you doing? Jessica, what's going on? Carlos, Zachary, Damati Joe, listen to Alan while in the gym. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys popping on in. Let's see who else we got. Jet Batman, Sidra, Alan and Crystal, you look amazing, Alan. Love the pup. Thank you very much. I'm feeling very, 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 very good. I need to get a little tan on my face. But it's crazy. We live in Florida, but we can't get time to get outside. We're very busy people. We take coaching very seriously. Crystal and I work from about 5 in the morning until about 7 o'clock at night every single night. And we do it, but I'm going to get some sun this weekend. No matter what, I'm going to get some sun. Frank, how are you? Hannah, I just wanted to thank you, Alan. I've been on No Morbidity for about 3 weeks, and my hunger is still under control, and I have so much less anxiety, always worried about food and what I have to eat. Hannah, that is awesome. I'm very happy that No Morbidity is working for you. And for those of you that are wondering, No Morbidity is 4 ingredients at clinically tested human doses. So 4 patented ingredients at clinically tested human doses that are designed to help control your hunger, increase your stress relief, and we even have an ingredient in there that when you lose weight, when you lose body mass, when you lose fat you're going to lose some muscle mass. We have an ingredient in there called Thinogen that makes it so you lose less a percentage of your lean mass when you use no morbidity than even if you wouldn't. If you would just lose the weight anyway, you lose less muscle mass when you use our product, no morbidity. So thank you very much. I'm very happy that you're doing well with it. Simply amazing. Hey, Alan, love listening to your lives. You and Crystal are so motivating. Thank you very much, Simply Amazing. I appreciate you. Autumn, Nick, and Daily Kelly, here we are. Okay, so everybody say hi to her. Everybody go follow her. I'm at work, so I'll be in and out. Well, you'll be able to rewatch this on both. I'm going to keep it on YouTube, and it will be on Rumble, and it's also going to be on my podcast, the Alan Roberts Uncensored Podcast. And since I'm making a video about you, you know how to reach out to me, and you can ask me any follow-up questions you want, and I will gladly answer them for you because that's my kind of payment back to you for this. Okay. So we're going to get to it. Again, everybody follow her. She's on Instagram. She's on YouTube. You can go follow her right here on YouTube. Follow her journey. I will say this. So glad to add Noah to my daily supplements. Me too. Me too. I will say this, and this is the one thing that I say to everybody. Don't monetize your weight loss. Do not monetize it. Like monetizing your weight loss can be very dangerous because then you're monetizing the possible negative aspects to it. And that's how we get people like Foodie Beauty and April Lauren and what's her name? April Lynn, stuff like that, where they make money from the negative aspects of this. But I just wanted to go through, so that's my biggest piece of advice. Don't pay attention to anybody in the chat, like especially for young women. Losing weight, not me in the same sentence as Amberlynn. Listen, I'm just telling you, be careful. That's all, because monetizing weight loss can have a very negative effect on your life. That's all I'm saying. But I do really, really, really appreciate the fact that you are trying to lose weight. I'm going to sneeze, so I'm going to step off camera here for a second. Sorry about that. Sometimes looking up into the lights causes me to sneeze, and I need to grab some more water. This is my second gallon of water. I'm actually a little behind today. So I'm about a gallon and a quarter in. I'm a little bit behind. I want to get like another half gallon in by the time I'm done talking to you guys. And then I'm going to eat for the first time today. It is going to be, so what is it? Instapot pork and some chili. I'm going to crisp up the pork and put it on top of some chili, maybe with a little bit of cheese. And then tonight will probably be beef salad again with some peanut sauce because I just love it. So nothing sweet today, probably. So an all protein except for the onions and the beans. So, for fiber, whatever. All right. Let's see. What about Dietbet and Healthy Wage? Dietbet is fucking ridiculous. Dietbet, and before I get to this, I'll just say Dietbet is absolutely fucking ridiculous. You are actually banking on other people failing. Like you are trying to make money by other people's failings. That's fucking crazy. I think it's horrible. The whole concept of it is ridiculously bad. You're hoping other people fail. But anyway, we are here to talk about this young lady. This is Daily Kelly. Okay, so I'm going to go back week 7 weigh-in. We're just going to start here. Okay, so on this week 7 weigh-in, and then we're gonna go forward. All right. So boom.
It has been 51 days of a calorie deficit and moving more.
Boop. Damn.
It has been 51 days of a calorie deficit and moving more. Let's weigh in. Happy Weigh-In Wednesday. Okay, today is actually.
So my biggest piece of advice, like another piece of advice I have for especially women, don't weigh in every week. Weigh in every 2 weeks. If you're going to weigh in frequently, weigh in every 2 weeks. Definitely don't weigh in every day. But the thing is, for women, your weight is going to fluctuate due to hormonal changes such as your ovulation and menstruation. So there's nothing more disheartening than weighing in like you've like really watched your calories. You were even pretty hungry throughout the course of the week, and you tried really hard in the gym. Like you did a lot of activity, tried to get good sleep, all that stuff. And then you step on the scale and you've gained 3 pounds. And it's not actually 3 pounds of fat mass. It's actually, you've probably lost fat mass with all the activity and how you've eaten. But there's a very strong likelihood that you will have like hydration weight on you. An adult female can withhold up to like 5% of their body mass in fluid or around their cycle. So it's just one of those things that I suggest that everybody does to make sure that they really watch out to not like have the scale have too much power over them, but especially women, because the scale just flat out fucking lies to you guys. So.
Actually Thursday, because my weigh-in yesterday morning went suspiciously good, so sus, that I wanted to wait and film a weigh-in after I weighed in again today, because I was like, I don't know what's going on. I will say my weight loss has been slow the past few weeks and low, like 1 pound, so I guess this makes sense, but I'm still.
So even 1 pound of weight loss, if you like the way I always talk to my clients, if you are satiated and satisfied with your food, like if you're not feeling hungry and you're doing normal activity, and you lose even 1 pound, that's outstanding. Okay. I will say this, like when you weigh in, like your weight loss has been slow, you might have caught it at like the beginning of your cycle, end of your cycle, since you weigh in every week. And that could have been the weight on it. And then all of a sudden, you lose more weight.
All right, let's hop on the scale.
Yo, I'm a skinny legend. Oh my God.
Okay, so
I do like that she shows the scale number. Too many people that are on weight loss journeys do not show it. But again, I do think that like, so there's talking about a 6 pound weight loss from week to week. It could have been you were at like the 283 area 3 weeks ago, and then last week was an anomalous weigh-in, and you could have lost like 3 pounds of body fat, but you had hormones or hydration issues, and then this week you could have less hydration, everything like that. Okay.
Last week's weigh-in was 281.6. Now I'm at 275.6. That is.
But no matter what, congratulations on the weight loss. That's an outstanding transition on the scale, because if you look at it in a 3 week period of time, that's about 8 pounds of weight loss in a 3 week period of time. You're losing over 1 kilogram of weight a week. For somebody your size, 275 pounds ish, I would suggest you lose anywhere between like the 1.5 pounds a week. Like a good goal weight should be to lose like 1.5 pounds a week up to like 3 pounds to 3.5 pounds a week. Consistently, if it's like consistently. When you get into the like I've lost 5, like you're 275 pounds and I've lost 5 pounds each week for a while, that's where it gets like almost lifestyle encumbrant, depending on how you're eating and stuff like that.
6 mother freaking pounds.
You can say motherfucking on my channel, but I get you. So good job, and we're gonna go to this one. What I eat in a day, starting weight at 300. So you started weight at 300 pounds. You lost 25 pounds so far. Fucking rock on. Outstanding.
In a day, in a calorie deficit, trying to lose 100+ pounds. All right, don't judge me. I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, whatever, every single day and get sugary caramel mocha iced coffee. So I now make coffee at work with espresso pods, almond milk, a little bit of creamer. I had 2 servings of this, so 2 cups of coffee. It was 320 calories total.
Okay, so and I say this to everybody, and this is just suggestion for everybody. Don't start your day with anything that tastes sweet. If you want that flavor, maybe have it at midday or later. I would suggest black coffee or something like that. I've been drinking chaga because I'm trying to stay away from caffeine, because obviously I don't need caffeine. 320 calories just absorbed in what you're drinking, that's not necessarily a great thing. She's in the comments. Oh no, that's my hot dog day. Listen, very realistically, you are trying. Okay, it is tough, but that's why we're doing this. This is something we're just going to go reel by reel. Okay, so and daily, if you at the very end of this, if you wanted to join on here, if you wanted to get set up or something like that, I'll bring you right on the channel when I'm done with this, and you can ask any follow-up questions if you wanted to. Only if you want to. No pressure. Let me see here. But it's great to have you in the chat. It really is. And again, everybody go follow her. Give her support.
So I did decide to treat myself today. We work next to a sub shop next door, and they have the best hot dogs. I did not need 2. I don't know why I got 2. I was really hungry. I was full.
I'm going to suggest that you were really hungry from having something that's sweet earlier, that you didn't necessarily, like you didn't actually eat food earlier. You ate kind of empty calories that probably spiked your glycemic response in your body, which made it so you were even more hungry. You're probably in a pretty steep caloric deficit too. So there could be that hunger. This is why I would say, like, instead of like black coffee with even like a protein powder would even been better. So black coffee with protein powder, then you would have been able to like make it so you had at least some protein in you. Even better, like some keto powder, some proteins and fats with that. If you can get the flavors right, and that's what you want. I still suggest you don't drink any calories first thing in the day. You start your day off with about 30 to 40 ounces of fluid, of water, non-caloric. Okay, you should start your day off with 20 to 30 ounces of fluid right when you wake up. That's what I do every single morning. And then I normally have a cup of chaga if I do. If not, I just have more water. I don't have any flavored fluids until after my midday, which is, well, it's way after midday, but I'm going to probably have some greens and reds, grape and nectar here shortly, just as like my first calories while I'm preparing our dinner. But, you know, my suggestion, I don't think you should necessarily go to those. And the hot dogs, of course, I mean, if you're treating yourself, that's one thing. I wouldn't treat yourself in the middle of the day because it's likely going to spike your hunger for later on the day, and then you're not going to suffer through it. Because it seems like you have very strong willpower, and most people have very strong willpower. But what I'm finding to be the issue for everybody is that only lasts so long, then a stressful event happens and everything like that. So, and then you all of a sudden give in. Now, I don't actually I think the messed up thing you're going to probably find is I don't have a huge issue with the hot dogs necessarily, depending on the type of the hot dogs. It's the two buns that I think are excessive, like very excessive, is the two buns. Processed carbohydrates are your enemy when you're trying to lose weight. They spike your hunger. They have very low nutrition, so that they're like your body seeks out the nutrition that should be in the food that is not there, so it even makes you hungrier. So that's more along the lines what I feel.
Well, after one, but I still ate both. Not the healthiest choice, but it was so worth.
And if really try to get in the habit of if you bought two things, you should have stopped, drank like 20 ounces of fluid, waited 20 minutes, see if you're still hungry, and then go from there. It sounds to me like you were feeling deprived of something, which is a very serious thing. In our coaching, we ask people, are you satiated and satisfied? Because it's two different things. Satiated means absence of hunger, which we accomplish very well through our hunger management method, but we also accomplish very well through no morbidity and alchemy together, especially. But no morbidity just crushes your hunger. This type of hunger would be tough because you spiked your insulin response first thing in the day by tasting something sweet, and then it made you a little hungrier, I think. So let's see here.
It was so good. I didn't really know how to track these, so I just put in a hot dog from Five Guys because I figured they were similar in unhealthiness.
Similar in unhealthiness, I like it.
Back to these hot dogs is 1,100 calories total. Leave a comment below and let me know if you think that's too much, too little, or...
It depends on the bun. I'm guesstimating each bun probably has 200 calories in it because they're made almost like cake. They have so much sugar in each of those buns, which is another thing that's going to spike your hunger here later on this day. But the hot dogs themselves, I would think somewhere around the 800 to 1,100 calorie range, depending on the condiments and stuff like that. So I'm kind of in there with you.
Probably just about right. I'm trying my best to be as honest and transparent as possible during this weight loss journey online, and I have not had any water today. Oops.
That's very bad. I'm just going to be straight up with you, young lady. That's very bad. Drink water. Drink water. You, like the young lady, this for her, she's 275 pounds. I would imagine you should be shooting for anywhere between the 150 ounces to 200 ounce range of water, total fluid a day. And I'm also going to say that you're going to be spiking your hunger again, because the issue is, like, I see you trying to make sure, I see this young lady and many, many, many people trying to make sure that you are keeping your calories down as low as possible, but you just got to be hungry as fuck. Like, I mean, like the hunger's just got to be crazy on you because you're spiking your insulin every couple hours. And that causes insulin hunger. That causes like glycemic hunger, right?
I did have a diet routine.
And the soda keeps you full, but does it? 2 hours after that, are you hungry? You know, that's my thing.
Here though, I just got home from work. It's 10 p.m. To be honest, I'm still really full from those hot dogs, so I'm not going to eat that much. Good. I'm just going to have a little bit of fruit. And I just kind of shamed myself in the last clip into having some water right now.
Well, I'm glad you got some water in finally. But again, 150 to 200 ounces of fluid every single day. That should be where you're at. Especially if you're working out, that'll make it a lot healthier for you. So here we go.
As if it's not already nerve-wracking enough to go to the gym being a fat girl.
You know, I wonder how much of that is on like on people. First of all, like on like in people's minds, I just don't. I don't see people being bothered. I don't go to a gym that much anymore. But before, I just didn't see people being that bothered by anybody in the gym. Like maybe some young fucking rude kids, but they're going to be young rude kids no matter what. They're going to stare at the girls' asses. They're going to make fun of fat people because they're kids, you know. But I mean, I don't think people at the gym care that much. I really, really, really don't.
I got out of work late and I forgot to bring makeup wipes with me today. So I
That
have to go to the
sucks.
gym like this. And they close in 50 minutes, and I don't really have time to go to the bathroom and try to take my matte liquid lipstick off, because that would take another 10 minutes. So if you ever see someone in the gym with a full face makeup, do not judge them. I'm not trying to go to the gym like this, but it's either that or don't get my workout in, and I want to get my workout in. So
Good for you.
now I
Good for
have that
you.
to be self-conscious about, not even knowing how.
Eventually, like once you get used to it, you'll be less and less and less and less self-conscious. Like you'll be less self-conscious. You will.
How to use the machines right, being a fat girl, and people wondering why I have a full face of makeup on. All right, let's go get this workout in. So when I met with my coach earlier this week and he taught me how to do a deadlift, it was with a barbell, which Planet Fitness does not have. So I tried to YouTube how to do a deadlift with dumbbells, and I don't know what I'm doing. First of all, I was
It's not bad actually. It's like a simulated hex bar deadlift with dumbbells.
trying to do what was in the video, keep my back straight.
Make sure you're keep your back straight. Make sure you're sitting back on your heels.
No turtleback, but I'm too fat to not have a turtleback. And also, look, my stomach is too fat, so I can't bring them to the floor. So I was
But you're still going. And I've been there, by the way. Deadlift when I was very, very fat, I could squat almost 600 pounds, but I could only deadlift like 500 pounds. And most of the time people can deadlift much more than they squat. But I just couldn't get into position because I had a beer keg on my belly, you know? I mean, I was having to hold my breath to tie my shoes. I definitely wasn't picking up more than 500, I definitely wasn't doing a lot of deadlifts. So most Planet Fitnesses do not have barbells. Most of them don't, just so you know.
struggling here. I'm gonna have to send this video to my coach and ask what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, I know I said going to the gym with a full face of makeup and lashes on was embarrassing, but it's honestly a vibe. Look at me looking cute working out.
Good for you.
Oh my God.
Whatever makes you happy in the gym to go makes you happy. I don't notice people like the people that work out with me. Like the people that work out with me Monday through Thursday know that like they'll be the first one to say, I talk to myself. I like occasionally just blurt out the words of this song we're listening to. Like I get very much in my own head, especially when I have my headphones on. And that's most people at the gym that are there to be serious. Anybody else is not necessarily there serious. You know, Brian says, same here, dude. My gut used to get in my way big time. Yeah, but you're fucking killing it, motherfucker. Brian is killing it. Brian, I want to have you on the channel at some point in time soon. I keep meaning to message you on the app, but I keep forgetting. So message me and remind me, please, and thank you.
And this was supposed to be a video of me doing planks so I could watch my form and make sure my back was flat, but I failed. So, all right.
So what I'm liking to see so far is that you are strength training, because strength training and building up muscle will also raise your basal metabolic rate, but it's very, very good for you when it comes to longevity too. Because frankly, people that have sarcopenia, like older people that have sarcopenia, and you're not older at all. Like you're probably young enough to be very much young enough to be my kid. But building muscle mass is good for everybody, male, female, does not matter. It's good for every single person. But one of the also very good things about it is you're not doing high impact stuff. Like I don't see you doing a lot of bounding, anything like that. When people convince themselves at the gym, they need to be super high impact and that's what will lose the weight. No, grinding, consistency, that's what loses the weight. So keep going. Outstanding work.
Here's what I eat in a day in a calorie deficit as someone trying to lose 100+ pounds.
Here we go.
I'd love to fucking show you a cute little aesthetically pleasing TikTok with salads and green smoothies and shit, but nope, I ended up only eating one meal today.
First thing of the day was an iced coffee with 2 shots of espresso and a cup of vanilla almond milk. So 80 calories for the almond milk and then 10 calories for the espresso. I did sleep in late today, and then I went to work for a little bit. I didn't have time to eat until 6:30 p.m. I did end up getting takeout at my favorite barbecue joint. I got a pulled chicken burrito with obviously corn and coleslaw, as you can see. Dude, when I used to binge eat, I would come here, get the burrito, get a whole pint of mac and cheese for myself, and then I would also go next door to Subway and get a foot-long sub plus.
I've done stuff like that before. When I was binging, I've absolutely done stuff like that before. If this is your only meal of the day, it's not horrible. It's still a little low in protein, though. You should very much move a little bit more protein focused. But the only thing that I think is off a little bit, the coleslaw is 200, corn 100, plus 100 earlier. Something like, I would agree, something like 1,600 calories for the day, anywhere between 1,400 and 1,600 calories for the day. Another big thing, too, as you're tracking your calories, a lot of people need to understand, is that to a great degree, those are very large guesstimates. Like just the chicken alone in that burrito, right? The chicken alone in that burrito is made up of probably 6, 7 different chickens, but also each chicken breast or each chicken thigh or whatever they use could have a completely different fat content, hydration content, stuff like that. So it's not necessarily where 2 chicken breasts that weigh the exact same have the same nutritional content. They could be off by 20, 25%. And a lot of people don't realize that. So it's very good to track your calories, especially when you're first starting out. It seems like this young lady is. And if you are first starting out, it seems like you are too. At our coaching, which we talk to people on a daily basis, weekly video conferences, I've shared the link multiple times here. I'm going to share it one more time. We have 6-month package, 1-month package, and a 3-month package right now. You can also just join the app and join the 5K program, or just get a program on there or anything like that. But one of the things we talk about is if you're going to track your calories, make sure you're guessing at it every single time. Young lady, my suggestion to you is you should be guessing at what you're putting into your app, right? And as you're putting it into the app, you should be guessing and then checking yourself on okay, well, I thought it was 600, but it's actually 800. So now you're trying to teach yourself that number because you want to make it so you can be the calorie counter. You don't need to depend on that thing because people end up playing those things like a video game. They try to get low score, right? So they'll lie to themselves about portion sizes and stuff like that. I will also say that I do highly suggest people cook most of their own food. And because you have no idea what is all in this when they're putting it together. They could be cooking the rice in a bunch of oil, the chicken in a bunch of oil, everything like that. So while I agree that the burrito could be around 1,000 calories, it could also be 1,600 calories. And that's the issue. You know what I mean? So, but you would still be, by the way, in a caloric deficit. You're a 275-pound female who is physically active, getting workouts in almost every day. If you even eat 2,000 calories, you'll be in likely a 1,000-calorie deficit a day, or at least a 750 to 1,000-calorie deficit a day. So very, very, very good.
Keep fucking scrolling if you're sensitive because this shit's about to get real. The only reason why you're not hitting your goals is because of your shitty fucking mindset.
I fucking love it. Hell fucking yeah. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely.
It's got nothing to do with your lack of time. It's got nothing to do with your shitty situation. It's got nothing to do with any of your...
I props on the fucking planks while big. No shit. No fucking shit.
Excuses. We all have shitty situations, but the difference between you and them is they chose not to make it an excuse. Everybody's got fucking problems, but only some of us choose to find solutions. You're not special. Now get the fuck to work. Keep fucking...
I fucking love that one. I absolutely fucking love that one.
Here is what I eat in a day in a calorie deficit as somebody trying to lose 100 plus pounds. I got a huge cold brew from Starbucks with 3 shots of espresso. And shout out to my TikTok comments because you guys reminded me how much I love Premier Protein in my coffee. I totally forgot about that. I'm obsessed with the peanut butter flavor. So the coffee itself, we got about 20 calories. Premier Protein, 160. Altogether, that is 180 calories for this huge coffee.
Just be careful, like I'm saying, because then you're starting your day off with a taste of sweet. You're starting your day off with a taste of sweet. It keeps pushing your hunger. I don't have anything against the Premier Proteins. To me, that is something that would be later on in the day for a treat, like after dinner. You know what I mean? To guarantee you've got enough protein and stuff like that. But if you're managing, that's fine. My thing though is if you're feeling hungry all the time, if you're feeling hungry all the time, it's a diet, and that's my biggest concern. If you're feeling hungry, all the time, it can very much be a setup for going back to binging. So just to be careful.
All right, this next one is an acquired taste, but watermelon with feta cheese. Oh my God, fuck me up. It is
watermelon with feta cheese is fucking unfucking believably delicious. There's something about the sweetness of the watermelon added to the salty and creamy and fatty of the cheese that is just next level fucking crazy. That's a Florida. They do that down in Florida. They put watermelon on salads and stuff like that, and then they put feta cheese on it. It's fucking next level delicious. And to be real, that really is not necessarily something that I think would spike your hunger too much, because there's not that much sugar content in watermelon, and watermelon doesn't taste super sweet. But that is a fucking delicious like afternoon snack for somebody. Outstanding.
It's like one of my favorite snacks ever. I had 3 heaping tablespoons of feta cheese. The serving size was about 4 tablespoons. So I figured since I was overfilling it, that kind of evens out to 4. I know the most accurate thing would be to be weighing this food, but like I said in previous videos, I'm trying to be as transparent and honest as possible, and I'm just...
The weighing of foods, again, like here's my thing about weighing of foods, because just because it weighs the same as what it says doesn't mean that the nutritional content is the same. You should be eyeing that up anyway, because in reality, it doesn't matter what the calories actually are. It's the accumulation of what goes into everything that when you eat it, it compares to your caloric expenditure. That's actually what makes up the weight loss. Just because, like, I have so many people come to me and they're like, no, I can't even lose weight in a caloric deficit. Then you're not in a fucking caloric deficit. I mean, like, it doesn't matter. Like, well, my meal tracker says I eat 1,500 calories, but I can't lose weight. Well, your meal tracker's wrong, or you're fucking recording it wrong. Like, the point is, if you're not losing weight and you're like, say you're 300 pounds or 250 pounds and you think you're eating 1,500 calories and you're not losing weight, you're not eating 1,500 calories. I mean, that's just very, very, like, as blunt as possible. I get more hate as a 180-pound person than when I was 300 pounds, constantly skinny shaming me when I was fat shamed or 300 pounds. Oh, at the gym? Oh my God, yeah. At the gym? The gym idea is if you're a male that is under 200 pounds, you're not a manly man. Like, fuck, I'm a 185-pound male. I'm fucking athletic as fuck. Anyway, here we go.
It's not there yet. Total calories I tracked for this was 155 calories.
On a scale of what the fuck to get the fuck out, how weird am I for drinking and loving the cheesy watermelon juice?
Not weird at all. I would. Not weird. Not weird. No, I mean, that's me saying not weird when I'm clearly fucking weird, but
Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on that.
For lunch, I had lean cuisine pizza with some hot honey on it. Total calories, 495. I am so spoiled, and my boyfriend's mom made me dinner. I tracked this as a total of 850 calories. My boyfriend's family all got cheesecake for dessert, and I think I actually shed a tear while I politely declined.
I'm impressed that you politely declined. I am. But if it's a special occasion or something like that, if it was a birthday or something like that, I would have gone ahead and had a piece of the cheesecake and then made sure that I just went back to a normal daily eating the next day. The theme I'm seeing, though, young lady, is that you need to get some actual proteins in you. You need to actually eat some steak, stuff like that. I see you ate the burgers and that's good, but you need to I think you're a little shy on protein, and that might be keeping you keeping you hungrier than what you need to be. But very good. Screams internally. That's funny.
For my nighttime snack, I had a cottage cheese, which is 100 calories. And of course, I finished off with my favorite, sugar-free root beer, 0 calories. So delicious.
So the thing is, I would have switched it. I would have taken the cottage cheese, had it when you had the watermelon and feta, and then had the watermelon and feta later, just because it's definitely not going to taste sweet. The cottage cheese normally isn't going to taste sweet, but I still good day. And if you're only having one of those things towards the end of the day for a different flavor, there you go.
That's all.
Very good.
I have to eat something. No, you don't have to eat.
This is why couldn't you have a bite of cheesecake? I've lost 35 pounds in 35 days, and I have had cheesecake for my husband's birthday a few days ago.
Something, you have eaten 800 pounds of food in you.
See, the thing is, it's different for everybody too. Like if cheesecake is something that might trigger off you binging and everything like that, because you did say you're a binge eater, binge triggers are something that you should avoid totally. Like I don't eat peanut M&Ms. You should avoid them totally, But I see where you're going with this. I just think I do think that you are setting that people set themselves up to try to they set themselves up to try to like still have their old lifestyle, just a lower calorie version of it. And I understand that, but certain things need to be eaten just in very small portions. The soda, I do think like you're eventually going to have to drop those down like maybe to once a week or twice a week. It's not like you can't have like, it's not like I tell people they can't ever have these things, but I think that that's more of a treat. But you are tasting the flavor of sweet all day long, just about. And I think that that's eventually going to be an issue. And when you do that, you spike your insulin, and it makes it harder for you to lose body fat. Just saying, you know. I mean, if for no other reason, if that's not like when you're constantly spiking your insulin, it does make it so your body won't go into glyconeogenesis to go to your body fat stores as well. So it's just something to think about.
Here is what I eat in a day as somebody trying to lose 100 plus pounds. I don't know if I can make these every day because they're going to get repetitive. But once again, watermelon feta cheese with some cottage cheese, about 300.
I like it because it has
125 calories total.
I actually very much approve of that because it has good antioxidants. Watermelon's healthy for you, and it has a lot of fat involved, so it should be nice and satiating.
I went to my friends for a cookout. We got a cheeseburger, hot dog. I skipped the buns to save on the calories, pasta salad. I tracked this plate at 1,070 calories.
Depends on the pasta salad, but I'd say it depends on the pasta salad, but I'd say somewhere around 800 to 1,000. I think you're actually a little heavy on this, especially because you used mustard, not ketchup, you know?
I told myself I could have some ice cream tonight if I went on a 2-mile walk. I ended up getting lazy, but luckily my wonderful boyfriend pushed me to still go.
Good for him and good for you.
Also, look, we saw a baby bird. Then we made a stop to get ice cream. Look at the amount of Ben & Jerry's you can get for the same amount of calories. Okay, I found a hack to make the Halo Top taste really good. I put the serving size 2 tablespoons of PB2 and then some chocolate chips. Yes, of course, I could just get the peanut butter cup flavor of Halo Top, but I feel like the PB2 thickens it up so it tastes more like legit ice cream. I did do 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips, which I really didn't need.
Now, this does seem like it's like a barbecue day, it's a holiday or something like that. So I understand where you're at with it, but and I don't think the other meals were all that bad. This seems like just a treat at the end of the day, you know, but it's a big treat is what I'm saying. Like the whole thing of Halo Top, if you would have eaten half the thing of Halo Top and added one scoop of the chocolates, of the bitter chocolates, and then one scoop of the PB&J, you're going to cut it in half and still have that flavor without the volume, you know?
To do, but that brings the total calories for this up to 590 calories.
Yeah, you could have cut that down to somewhere around 200, to 295 or something like that.
My total calories for the day were 1,870. That's only about 40 calories over my daily goal of a 1,830. So I am pleased. Thank you so much for.
Now, just so you know, the daily goal of 1,830 is going to have. You're eventually going to have to lower that down once you lose a substantial amount of weight. But I do think that you should set yourself up more on a range of you're a 270-pound female, 275-pound female. I think you should set yourself up on a range of no less than like 1,500 calories for right now, and no more than 1,900 calories. That way you have a nice range to stick in, and it doesn't necessarily mean, or you can even go to 2,000 calories for right now. And then you'll eventually have to shift down the top one. So you go to 1,400 calories down to 1,800 calories, and that's the window you would live in. You know what I mean? Eventually you'll need to do that. And somebody did say, and I totally agree with this, you don't eat that many vegetables, young lady. Eat your fucking vegetables. You know, I mean, eat them. People are going to say, well, I don't see you eat a lot of vegetables, but I do take green supplements and stuff like that because I literally am just not hungry. Like I'm not hungry. So I try to get my stuff in that way.
For watching and for all the support. See you tomorrow.
Good for you.
So I use TDEEcalculator.net, and then I enter all of this information. I do update it as I lose weight to make sure that my calories are accurate. But then it shows you your maintenance calories. So if I wanted to stay the same exact weight right now, I would eat around 2,300. And then you just scroll down and click on cutting, and that will. So I use
I do like the idea that you're getting a guesstimate, but I'm just going to remind you one more time, you and everybody, these things are just random guesstimates. how your body works might not be equating to what this is. That, and people definitely overestimate the amount of activity they do. Just for reference, I just worked out for almost an hour in the Southwest Florida heat, and all go. There's a total, and I shit you not, out of the 45 minutes we worked out, there's a total of 4 minutes of rest, total. And that's 15 seconds here, 15 seconds there. There's no rest is longer than 15 seconds at all. And oftentimes that's after 8 minutes of constant movement stretch on the TRX and stuff like that, or with dumbbells. So with that, and then I still have I'm at my desk a lot, and I still go for walks with Crystal. I would still mark myself as lightly active. I wouldn't even call myself moderately active, you know? So I just think that, like, just to be careful with these things, because, you know, the concept is, and when people all of a sudden live by this, then they're like, well, I'm in a caloric deficit. Why am I not losing weight? Well, you're not. You're either guesstimating. This is all guesstimate. It's a guesstimate of your food. It's a guesstimate of the nutrition in the food. It's a guesstimate of your TDEE. It's a guesstimate of your basal metabolic rate. It's a guesstimate of your activity too. So they're all guesstimates. That's why these numbers, like the results, are what matter. The numbers don't. Does that make sense? The numbers matter because you're getting yourself there, but they matter less because unless it's producing results, it doesn't matter. You know.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
Well, that's not necessarily a fat thing. I don't like walking up hills either. Just so you know.
Look at that incline. It's just straight 90 degrees.
Okay, we're gonna go.
I do not want to go to the gym right now.
Go anyway.
I can't even put into words how truly I feel in my soul that I do not want to go to the gym right now.
Go anyway. Eventually, that's awesome that she's there. I just say this all the time. Motivation is a fleeting bitch. You got to have dedication. Like there's not, if you have goals, that you got to be dedicated to them. You can't be motivated to do them, because motivation lasts just an instant. Be dedicated to it. Now, I will say this, that you seem to like going to the gym, which is awesome, you know, but if it's a matter of like you don't like going to the gym, find an activity that you like to do. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody should strength train a little bit, but you can do body weight stuff, all sorts of stuff. Like we have multiple things on the app that will help people get there, you know?
I went to the fucking gym.
Good for fucking you.
Honestly, if I don't wake up skinny tomorrow, I swear to fucking God.
Well, you're not going to wake up skinny.
Here is what I eat in a day as somebody trying to lose over 100 pounds. Didn't have time to grab coffee before work today, so just Premier Protein, peanut butter flavor, so good. Work, morning snack check, cottage cheese.
So, processed carbohydrates, I don't suggest you have the Premier Protein first thing today. I would much prefer you had like a couple hard-boiled eggs or 2 of these cottage cheeses.
Question, do these count as water intake for the day? I brought my typical frozen meal.
All non-alcoholic beverage counts as water. All of it. All alcoholic beverage.
Meals to work to eat for lunch, but my coworker asked if I wanted to order sushi bowls with her, and I was like, actually, yes, let's fucking go. Not a typical meal for me, but it was so good. What you can't see underneath all the toppings is a bunch of kale and a bunch of rice.
I'm not, I'm not a big fan of rice in the middle of the day, but I do think that to a great degree that this is a very healthy choice. I will again say, you should learn how to cook. You don't seem like you cook a lot of your food. You should learn how to cook. It'll save you money. It'll be healthier for you in the long run, and you can control what's in it more. So you can learn to cook, but I mean, you learn to do the deadlift on like YouTube and online. You can learn to cook online. It's rather easy. On our app, by the way, people join our app. We can set you up where we actually give you sample recipes where you can track all your nutrition and all like that. And you'll get sample recipes to your liking. We have vegetarian, we have vegan, we have paleo, all those things. We can make it so it's high protein focus or anything you want.
Obviously, getting takeout like that is hard to track, so I just put all the separate ingredients into MyFitnessPal.
That's what you should
kind of
do.
guesstimated. Wasn't too bad on calories until I got to all the rice. I guess there were like 2 cups of rice in there. It felt like a lot. Overall, for the sushi bowl, about 1,200 calories. I have overcome a lot of my food issues in my relationship with food, but one thing I still can't get past is not eating something if it's in front of me. I don't know how to save leftovers, and even if I did eat half and put it in the fridge, all day at work I would just be thinking about how it's in the fridge. I don't.
Okay, so what I would think you should do there is, one, take your food to work with you. Again, cook your food, take it to work. You have a portion size. That way, you get to control the portion size, because it sounds to me like you're kind of at the mercy of where you're ordering from every single day. But also, just in a very general concept, eat half your food or 3/4 of your food. Drink 20 ounces of water. Wait 20 minutes. If you're still hungry, eat all that food. If you're not, put it up. And if you get hungry, eat it later. But the concept is, like, you are at the mercy of the portion size that's given to you, not the portion size that satiates you. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. Nighttime snack check. All right, I'm so excited. I just got this machine today. I got it online. It makes like frozen bananas and frozen fruit into like soft serve ice cream type of texture. Obviously, you can just use a blender, but I feel like every time I use a blender, I have to add liquid, and then that takes away from it being like ice cream, if you know what I mean. So for this, I did 2 frozen bananas, 1 scoop of chocolate chips, and 2 tablespoons of PB2. So
As health snacks go, not mad at all. I oftentimes have frozen berries, and then I just frozen sugar. I mean, it's the end of the day. It's banana. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the chips, but somebody said it's frozen sugar. It's banana and PB2 powder. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with bananas. Bananas at the end of the day are fine. The problem with people eating bananas in the morning is that bananas have a high sugar content naturally. Excuse me, and oftentimes spike people's hunger. But here's how we do coaching, okay? Just so everybody understands. It can't be something that's super foreign to her. Like, the idea is that she should be changing this bit by bit by bit. As you can see, something I'm extremely, extremely happy to see is that she obviously went from having the prefab, pre-made Halo Top ice cream and found a way to have something of the same texture, same mouthfeel, same enjoyment, without it being that she made herself. That to me is a positive. Then you get it to the point where you're not having it every day. You're just kind of having it every other day, every third day, every fourth day, every fifth day, and you're filling back those calories with either protein, healthy fats, vegetables, those sorts of things. So that's how I see that. So here we go.
It's weigh-in Wednesday. Let's go. All right, so my starting weight was 300 pounds. Last week I weighed in at 275.6, and that was just 273.8. So that is, I think, math, a 1.8 pound loss this week.
I think that's pretty decent for you. I really do. You should be very proud of that. I do think that I think you're managing your lifestyle and making minor adjustments. That's a positive thing. I do wonder, like exactly how managed you are, like how much of you shouldn't be struggling with that weight though. That should be like, oh wow, I lost weight. But 1.8 pounds is really good.
Yes, we're getting there, baby.
Yeah, you're doing. Yeah, you are.
And it's regular soda?
No, it's Diet.
It's diet. Okay.
Our mom told us when we were younger, if we ate a sugar, you drink your Diet Coke afterwards and it'll cancel out the sugar.
Okay.
Wow. I don't watch those people because I don't watch that, but like her okay is exactly what it is. So that's wow.
am I the only one that stares at progress photos trying to find a difference? I know it's only been 2 months. So I don't know what I'm expecting. I feel like my stomach is a little smaller.
There's actually quite a dramatic quite a dramatic difference. I don't think you see it. Just speaking as somebody that does this for a living, you definitely look like you're losing visceral weight, which is outstanding. The bottom of your fupa seems to be pulled up a little bit more, and the arms have gone down quite a bit, frankly. When you look at the size of the tattoo, the arms have gone down quite a bit. And I do think that to a certain degree, the fat on your back is gone down quite a bit. So if you don't see much of a difference, I definitely see a difference. I think this is very solid, good work. But I can tell you, just for your reference, when I weighed 280 and like got down to like what I didn't start seeing like what I thought was serious physical difference until I was like 220 pounds. Like I lost 60 pounds. I'm like, I still fucking look like a fucking beach ball. Like what the fuck is this? But I obviously there was obvious physical changes from 280 down. Shit, my hat size fucking changed, But I mean, that's because I had fat on my, like you fill in fat everywhere. So I had fat on my head. My head was wider, So, but there is an absolute difference here. You should be very proud of this progress. Extremely proud of it.
But I also feel like I'm just trying really hard to find a difference. What the hell?
Yeah, and that's because that's actually a positive thing. Okay, young lady, I'm just going to say, like, you should very much be rewriting how you view yourself, that you are doing the very best you can to save your own life. But it's probably a positive thing that you're like, I see way too many people, they go from 300 pounds, like you're trying to go to, then they get to like 220 pounds and they're like, I'm good. No, you still got, like an adult female, you still got a good 60 pounds to lose, depending on your height. And like, that's why we should make sure that everybody like understands. People get cocky with their weight loss. And then because just to be real, the rewriting of your lifestyle is what's important. That's why I always talk about, you can't be super hungry losing this weight, because how you're eating while losing the weight is how you're going to be able to need to eat to keep it off. So that's why it's important to adjust your hunger, because how you're losing this weight is how you're going to keep it off. Like you need to build the skills to make it so you don't go back to your old habits. So, but I definitely see a difference. Definitely. Good job.
Here is what I eat in a day as somebody trying to lose 100 plus pounds. Don't at me for having my liquid calories. Started my day off with Starbucks, a venti vanilla iced latte, 270 calories.
I'll at you. Why are you drinking sugar first thing in the fucking morning, young lady?
My go-to work lunch, frozen pizza, 390 calories. Worth it.
Make a pizza bowl instead. I have a lot of people that do that instead of the frozen crust and stuff like that. Like make your own bowl. I mean, I got like the lean cuisine prefab meals are not great, but you are watching the calories. But again, you're going to need to eat how you're losing this weight is how you're going to need to eat once you lost the weight,
Work snacks. I had some watermelon and a Premier Protein. Again, my favorite flavor, peanut butter. Both of these about 250 calories total. My boyfriend's family does pizza night every Thursday, so I saved calories for that. Say each of these slices is like, 450 calories?
No. Well, with pepperoni.
Brings my total calories for the day.
I would say the one with pepperoni is 400 calories, and the other one's probably 250. So I think you're actually a little high there.
At 1,810. Not the healthiest, most nutritious day of eating, but I'm still
absolutely not. And you were probably hungrier that day than most days.
On the deficit. And here is what I eat in a day as somebody trying to lose. Here is what I eat in a day as somebody trying to lose over 100 pounds. Okay.
I can see a physical difference in your face just from the time we started watching this too, by the way.
Yesterday, I did stay in a calorie deficit, but I also ate a bunch of pizza and processed junk. So I'm going to try to balance that out today and eat some more whole foods.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to my local juice bar cafe. Started my day out with a smoothie. This has banana, cinnamon, oats, dates, flax seeds, almond milk, and peanut butter. Again, it's always so hard to track calories when you're eating out, but I checked this at about...
Yes, and it's always like you're starting your day off with a milkshake. Like you're starting your day off with like this. I know this is hard. This is something you should have after dinner as a treat. You should have like all protein first thing. I really go there and get the egg bites from Starbucks or something like that. The egg bite things that fill you up. But this is a milkshake for breakfast.
It's at about 600 calories. Since I was there, I picked up my work lunch from the same place. I got a buffalo chicken bowl. I got some quinoa, greens, cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, blue cheese crumble, and blue cheese dressing. I tracked this. Again, it's hard, but I put all the ingredients in. About 1,000 calories. And shout out to my homie Sam, aka the best boss in the world, who brought me coffee to work today from one of my favorite places ever. I don't know, 200 calories for the coffee. It was so good. Thank you, Sam. Total calories for today, 1,800, which is right at my limit. So I am happy.
I mean, I'm very happy you're staying with the 1,800 calories, but I'm going to suggest that one more time you don't start your day off with ice cream, because that's basically what that is. But you're killing it.
Here are some of my favorite foods from Trader Joe's to help me lose weight and stay in a calorie deficit. If you like mac and cheese, I highly recommend you get this. It's a low-calorie mac and cheese, 270 calories for the whole box.
And I like whole foods and cooking at home. I would much rather you make the macaroni and cheese at home. No kidding.
Hopefully you don't go to my Trader Joe's because I grabbed the last left. They have these frozen boxes of brown rice. It comes with 6 servings, and you can just pop them in the microwave. 210 calories per serving. I like to make little burrito bowls with that brown rice, so I get some of their roasted corn, 110 calories per serving, and it's flavored so well.
Not mad at that either.
Also love to get their jalapeno sauce for the little burrito bowls I make, 90 calories for 2 tablespoons. Also for the DIY burrito bowl, I like to get their light shredded cheese, 80 calories per serving. I also snagged one of their taco mix seasonings to put on
Their taco mix seasonings are good.
whatever protein I put in the burrito bowl. This is one of my favorite frozen meals from Trader Joe's, their buttered chicken. It is 400 calories for the whole thing, but it keeps me full for really long. If you need an ice cream fix, you can get these mini cones. They're so good, and you can have...
You don't need an ice cream fix. Don't have ice cream in your house. Go out and get ice cream like once a week if you need to have an ice cream fix. Having this, especially these small ones in your house, I don't suggest this for anybody.
One for about 95 calories. I put them back, however, because I have no self-control, and I know those will be gone in one evening.
Out fucking standing. Great goddamn job.
Maybe someday I'll get there. These veggie sticks are key if you like to snack. You can have 50 of these for 140 calories. And you guys know I like to keep it real.
They're not good for you. Don't eat the veggie sticks.
On here, I have not tried these before. I had to get them and try them. They're 100 calories for one. I know they're going to be tiny, but I'm hoping my boyfriend will eat most of them so I don't be tempted by them. But I had to. They look so good. So I got about 14 meals.
That's good. We're going to pop up to the most recent one, I think. Let's see.
Y'all, happy weigh-in Wednesday.
I've lost 26.
Here is what I eat in a day as some...
Did you know?
Here are some of my favorite...
I've lost...
Y'all, happy weigh-in Wednesday. Let's go. Like I said, I counted calories in my head this past week, so I'm nervous.
That's actually a good thing. Counting calories in your head is a good thing.
And it's literally the same exact weight as last week, 273.8. Cool. All right, well, that goes to show where I'm at now. I cannot track calories in my head. I definitely ate more at maintenance than in a deficit last week. So I will stay consistent this week, track everything in MyFitnessPal. I have one more month left to reach my 90-day weight loss goal, and then obviously I'm going to continue from there. But
I've lost 20.
Here is...
Did you know that?
Here is what I eat in a day as... Here is what I eat... Am I the only one that's...
And it's regular.
Sounds
Am I the...
So my thought process behind what I've seen is that, and this is just general advice. And seriously, Callie, if you'd like to come on, I would absolutely love to have you on. If you have any follow-up questions, I can actually send this to you right now. Right here. Boom. And you can just follow that link and join me, and we'll talk for about 10 minutes, and then I got to run. I got clients I got to get to, and I got all sorts of stuff I got to do. Okay. But to anybody else in the comments section, just to let everybody know, boom, here's where the coaching's at. And here is where you can pick up no morbidity, non-stimulant, non-thermogenic-based appetite suppressant, helping me to not have any hunger at all, along with our hunger management method, of course. So, Callie, let me know if you're coming on or not, because if not, I'll just give my advice, and then we can go. I'm at work right now, but managing a salon. but I'd love to be on sometimes, maybe follow up. That would be outstanding. So just listen. Here's what I got my suggestion. You should wake up every morning before you do anything else. Get into the habit, 30 ounces of water. Get into the habit of it no matter what. It may not be something you even like to do, but from what I've seen, you're likely chronically dehydrated. You do not take in enough hydration, but start your day off with 30 ounces of fluid. Then total fluid by midday should be somewhere around 120 to 150 ounces, and then whatever you eat the rest of the day, okay? Or what you drink the rest of the day. I also think that your morning meal, should be all protein, healthy fat. That'll help you be satiated, satisfied, and you are very shy on protein on most of these days. Now, if it's managing your hunger the way you're doing it, that's great. But adding more protein and taking away some carbohydrates won't make you more hungry. It absolutely will not. But it will also give you the protein you need, because I do believe you are shy on protein. I do believe you are very, very dependent upon processed foods and the quick meals that you get. I do suggest you start trying to cook your own foods as much as humanly possible. If you have don't know how to do that, somebody even said that Gordon Ramsay even has like an online cooking course on YouTube that take, and all the little things that I think would help you out. So basically, how I would set you up is 30 ounces of fluid, then have your coffee. If you wanted to have a protein coffee, that's fine. I do suggest maybe instead of the protein coffee, you have like a keto coffee, because then it won't be spiking and you won't be any carbohydrates spiking it. And I'm not against carbohydrates, but I think that your carbohydrates should be pushed off till later in the day. If your carbohydrates are pushed off till later in the day, then you're not spiking your insulin. It makes it easier for your body to go to fat stores, but it also makes it so you're less likely to spike your hunger. You seem to be doing a very good job of controlling your binging, and I really do understand that. And my hat's off, and I applaud you. But I really think that to a great degree, you should just make sure that you don't do anything that's going to cause you to be extraneously hungry should a very stressful situation happen, plus being dehydrated. At no point in time did you talk about your sleep. I hope that you're getting anywhere between 6 to 8 hours of very, very consistent, very good sleep. And I do think, again, you should be eating somewhere around, a range of calories for right now that makes you feel kind of comfortable. I think that because you have the 1,800 calorie set, you do fill in all 1,800 calories as much as possible. I thought I saw one video where it said you hadn't really eaten all that much, and you had been very, very hungry, and you ate under 1,000 calories. And I didn't refine that one, but that's also something where I do think that you should just have a minimum too. Like, you should never go under 1,500 calories while you're trying to lose weight at 275 pounds, because you're going to end up being very, very hungry. Now, I'm not talking about if you decide to do like a couple of day fast and stuff like that, but I do think that if you're looking at a caloric range, 1,500 to 2,000 calories for right now, never go the 1,500 to the basement. 2,000 calories is the absolute ceiling, and 2,000 calories should maybe happen one time a week when you go over your boyfriend's house and you guys have the pizza all day long and stuff like that, which of course I don't think is a good idea. But what a lot of people need to understand, and if anybody watching this doesn't understand, when you're losing weight from being 300 pounds, there's a lot needs to shift. A lot of things need to change, and it needs to resemble your lifestyle to a great degree. It needs to, in some way, not be such a foreign entity that you have like an on and off switch, because that's what you'll hear. I think this woman has done a very good job of not having the off switch. I fell off of my diet because she's eating foods that she likes to eat. I just think you're eating them in a kind of a fucked up order that's going to possibly cause you to be hungrier, especially once your weight gets down and you have to take away from this. You're also fitting in a lot of enjoyment foods where eventually you're going to have to lower your calories down even more, and it might be harder to fit those enjoyment foods in. So you need to try to find enjoyment in other foods, such as whole proteins, steak, shrimp, salmon, like those sorts of things too. But those are my biggest piece of advice for you right now. I will send you a message. I would love to have you on. You can ask me any follow-up questions. But guys, I really do. I got to run today. I can't really do Q&A today because I wanted to do a few things here in the kitchen. I got some cooking out and stuff I got to do. But also, I just think that everybody. My last words are this: is everybody go support this young lady. Young lady, please don't try to make money off of your weight loss journey. That's a very bad thing. Very bad. It ends up poorly for everybody. It ends up poorly for almost everybody. But I do think that you sharing your journey is helping you hold you accountable. So that is a positive out of that. And I really think that you are doing a very good job of trying to adjust your lifestyle bit by bit by bit, just as we do with our coaching. So I am all for it. I just think that some adjustments that need to be made aren't possibly being made yet because you're still kind of holding on to the sweets and stuff like that. I love the fact that you went from the ice cream to the frozen bananas. I do suggest that you still watch out for that. Don't have that during the day, everything like that. And I really hope that everybody has a great day. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm not sure what I'm talking about yet, but I hope everybody has a great day. God damn.